Tadashi. So, I wanted to talk to you about the SS Sniperwolf situation. And, I know you might think, well, everyone's made a video about this. What could this person possibly have to say that, 100 other people haven't already said? Well, I do have something to say because other people are afraid of being demonetized. But I do not have that fear. You can't miss what you never had. And, well, since my last video was literally about genocide and was mainly about a child crying because she lost her mother, really lighthearted stuff, obviously. Because my last video is not obviously commercial friendly, or any of my videos for that matter, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it because I'm not afraid. What is up with that name, seriously? SS Sniper, I'm sorry, but it does not mean sexy sniper, or, or sand skipper sniper, or sassy Silmarillion sniper. It doesn't mean whatever combination of words you make up to explain the fact that you're calling yourself SS Sniper, okay? SS Sniper, just Google that, okay? That's the bad guys in World War II. That's like a bad guy in World War II with a 98K rifle, like, specifically the people the Allies hated so much that General Omar Bradley, the Bradley vehicle that has been so successful in the Ukraine, was named after, literally ordered that they shouldn't be taken alive. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's true. And look it up. So anyhow, I think that is a really creepy name, and adding wolf at the end of it, I'm sorry, that doesn't make it less creepy. Like the Turkish neo-Nazis are called the Grey Wolves. I'm hoping there's just like absolutely no connection there. But regardless, adding wolf to SS Sniper does not make it less creepy. It actually makes it significantly more creepy because the wolf is an animal that for whatever reason, bad guy in World War II aboos tend to like. Okay, I guess because it's an evil predator, and predators like predators. I don't know. And I don't want to analyze that. So she has a really creepy name, and I have always believed that she was probably trying to get like thirsty wereaboos to trying to get their attention, let's just say. And so for that reason I have literally never watched one of her videos. So I do not have a dog in this fight, or a Nazi adjacent wolf in this fight, okay? Because her name totally creeps me out before I even get around to watching her videos, which I never have. Someone else I've never watched videos, Mr. Beast, but his name doesn't creep me out. I just don't watch his videos because I associate him with children. Like it's a thing that children watch. So he's like, I'm big. I'm definitely older than those other kids, so I don't watch Mr. Beast. Returning to Mr. Sniperwolf. Miss Sniperwolf. I promise that was an accident. There is something about this whole situation that really disgusts me, and it is not SS Sniperwolf, strangely enough. What really disgusts me about this whole situation is what I'm doing right now. It is this internet feeding frenzy around the situation, which, if you really think about it, the situation is basically one YouTuber got mad at another YouTuber and showed up at their house, and that is literally it. Because, there wasn't like a fist fight, there wasn't there was no guns being fired off like Boogie style. No, it's just literally just one YouTuber who got angry and showed up to another YouTuber's house. And I recognize that you probably shouldn't do that. I'm not defending that. I'm just saying that's not a huge thing. That strikes me as the kind of thing that someone, who's, that's the kind of mistake that, someone can make, as an honest mistake. It's not incredible to me. It's actually a much easier mistake than calling yourself SS Sniper, okay? I think calling yourself SS Sniper is probably a lot more premeditated and worse than being angry at another YouTuber and showing up at their house and moronically forgetting that by keeping your stream running while you're doing that, you're actually doxing them, which I honestly don't believe that was what she was trying to do. I think it's pretty obvious from what she did that she was not, following a plan, okay? I think she was just streaming and just I'll go over to this other person who's mad at me and talk to them. and it'll be good content, and didn't realize that that was actually doxing. But, that being said, I really don't like what Jack's Films is doing on this either, because, this is like, just it's, and the only reason I'm talking about it, because it's like, this is like internet drama. It's not worth anything. It's not important. But it is typical of something that's going on, not just in YouTube, but in society in general, which is someone does something, and then other people who already hated them before that, which Jack's Films obviously did. He obviously hated SS Sniperwolf before this happened. Well, then try to, portray that in the worst possible light to get them canceled, Here's a person I already hated. They messed up. Now I am going to go out of my way to talk about how I feel threatened and how scared I am and how I wake up every night chewing my own toenails in fear because someone said a mean thing to me on the internet, or because, someone showed up outside my house at an address which is publicly listed, for crying out loud. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's totally afraid. I honestly don't buy it. Okay, I'm just saying that. I'm sure that if he were watching this, which I'm sure he isn't, but if he were watching this, he'd say, oh, no, this person is wrong. I totally really felt scared, or maybe even if I didn't, my wife totally really felt scared. And I know that works. When you've decided how you want to feel a certain way, I see this all the time with the people who are trying to, cancel people who protest the actions of a certain foreign country and pretend that, when someone protests the action of a certain foreign country, that makes me feel afraid and insecure. It's not really true, but you try to convince yourself of that so that you can totally cancel them, That's the thing. Because nowadays, pretending to be afraid is like this massive power play that everyone wants to do. I'm afraid now, and that now my enemies are destroyed. It's like if Thanos, was real, he would just walk up to Iron Man and say, I feel threatened, and then all the other superheroes would have to beat up Iron Man because he made someone feel scared. But yeah, this is nasty. And another thing, aside from, this whole, let's just take something that, not that important that happened, and then, I'm going to pretend that I feel scared. Oh, I need a safe space. I feel so scared now. I'm going to pretend I feel scared about it to try to destroy someone else's life. Another thing that's going on with this, remember, I started this video by saying that I think SS Sniperwolf has a creepy name and I don't watch her stuff, okay? So I'm not doing this to defend Sniperwolf, okay? I'm just doing this to critique a bad, terrible, awful thing that people are doing. But another thing that's going on with this is like watching a public execution, specifically a stoning. That's really what this cancel goblin stuff is. It's like, once it has been decided that someone should be stoned, well then everyone, and I do mean everyone, has to get their oar in. Everyone has to throw a rock before the person who's being stoned actually goes away, and stoning them becomes pointless. It's like everybody's just rushing to be like, well, I was canceling SS Sniperwolf before it was cool, or whatever they say. It's absolutely sickening. And it was personally disappointing to me to see people like the Metatron, for instance. I like the Metatron. I watch the Metatron because they have an interest in history and stuff, and when I saw Metatron make an SS Sniperwolf video, well, I didn't watch it, but as soon as I saw it happen, I was just like, not you too. Seriously? Look, if it's Tom Dark or Keemstar or something, I understand. Internet drama is their bread and butter. That's their job, is to just, pretend to really care about internet drama. Or maybe not pretend to care, but just like to talk about it. That's their job, okay? Excuse me. I realize my laugh sounds kind of weird right now. I'm feeling sick. But anyhow, it's wrong, I think. If you're if you're Shadowversity or Metatron or someone like that, to be making these drama videos, the algorithm says I have to jump on this bandwagon to, stone cancel another person and, potentially ruin their lives over some nonsense. So, I'm gonna do that. At the end of the day, I can convince myself that I'm a better person than they are, so why not try to ruin their life, Just do that. And that's not how morality works, I'm sorry. If that's how we operate, just like, well, I wouldn't do that, so therefore it's okay to try to totally cancel them for it. I mean, if that's how we're gonna live, then nobody is safe. Because no matter who you are, there's always someone better than you who can convince themselves that you deserve to be canceled more than they do, so it's okay if they do it to you. But, yeah, I guess that's the real point of this video. Like, stop freaking canceling people over nonsense. Honestly, what YouTube did where they said, you know what, we're not going to totally yeet her channel because she made a mistake, that was the right call. I think it's highly possible that she might not have done her own gameplay. Like, cut with the canceling stuff. Quit trying to ruin people's lives over nonsense. And also, if you call yourself SS Sniper and you get like an oil tanker load of bad karma, like, don't be surprised. Like, why do you call yourself that? Please. Anyhow, bye-bye everybody. God bless. And, no canceling. Please, don't do it. It's bad. Bye-bye. That's the venue.